My name is Alotaishan. I'm from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I've studied in the UK mechanical engineering as an undergrad, and also my postgrad was in nuclear and renewable energy. I got back to Saudi and I worked in a company called Reuge and EDF, and they were working on developing the nuclear program, the Saudi nuclear program for power plants in the kingdom. And I worked with them for a few years, then joined and worked with Northrop Grumman, a defense contractor based in the US, one of the biggest in the world. And then during that time, a fund that I'm involved with had invested in Reuge, a company based in Sainte Croix, Switzerland, that manufactures mechanical music boxes, automatons, singing bird automatons, pocket watches, with a very interesting and fascinating history, established in 1865. I represented the fund at the board of this company, Reuge, up until 2018, late 2018, early 2019, where I've taken a board executive role into the company, where I actually positioned myself here in this beautiful small village. That the company has gone through a long history of acquisitions, a long history of changes in its business model, etc. So it had a lot of elements that required really looking under the hood and trying to do a proper analysis, which was done, and we found some fascinating findings. So what I discovered in this process was, many things. I think it was one of great personal growth and hopefully growth for the company. One of the main elements was, of course, improving my French. So that was one of the good elements. When you're working in a village in Sainte Croix and you have you're privileged enough to work with these craftsmen who I'm working with. We have about 40 craftsmen, and it really humbles you. And working with them, they generally don't speak very good English, so you need to really try to adapt to working in French, which is something that helped out a lot. So the role of the CEO at Reuge is really one that come in different phases as we're reinventing the company. So the first phase is really understanding the ins and outs of the company. So you need to really get into the details of how is the supply chain working, who are the partners you're working with, what's the mindset and the culture of the people working in the company, does it fit and align with what we're trying to do and where we're trying to go. I see the future quite bright for the company. I'm very optimistic. I think we haven't untapped its potential. I think it requires a little bit of time to educate the market. When you're the only player in the industry doing this, you don't have all your competitors investing in marketing to educate the market. Whereas if I was a watch brand, then everyone knows what watches are. Most of them understand what a tourbillon is. So in our world, it's a little bit more difficult, which is why we serve a niche in our market.